We gathered all the female attorneys at Antonini and Cohen, and we just wanted to ask you a few questions. So the next question is, do you have any advice for other women aspiring to excel in the legal field?
I think my advice would be that believe in yourself and you can do it. Being a mom of 2 young kids, it's really hard juggling personal and professional, and having that balance with like a good mental health and mental energy, and setting a good example for your family, but also killing it at work. And I think what advice I would give a woman who is trying to excel in both is find a supportive community, professionally and personally. When you find the right people, like women like this and Marshall, you're able to believe they believe in you, and so you automatically believe in yourself and your abilities. And then obviously finding a supportive community at home too, I think is the one piece of advice I would give, trying to balance some 2 very difficult parts of your life.
I would definitely encourage people to pursue the legal field if that's what they're interested in. It's a great job. You learn something new every day. It's really challenging and fun. But yes, find a good employer. It makes a big difference. You want to practice with right litigators. You want to practice with lawyers that are ethical, that understand the boundaries, that zealously advocate for those clients. When you come out of law school feeling like you don't know that much, which is probably pretty accurate, unfortunately, you need good mentors, and it makes such a difference because good mentors can really help guide you and shape you into becoming the lawyer that you want to be. And so, I think that would be my advice, is make sure you're applying for not only a job you're interested in, but with good employers the best that you can.
I would say ask for help. I think there's this misconception, and I think women especially, we're always coy about asking for help and asking for advice and asking for what we need because we don't want to get in the way, and we know that people are busy, and we have 100 justifications for why we don't want to make someone uncomfortable or take up somebody's time. But just ask. There are so many women, every woman in this room I know has taken time out of their day to answer a question via email, to answer a text message, to encourage someone to meet with somebody and mentor them. And so there are so many women out there that are willing to help, that want to reach back, that want to pull somebody forward and into the profession. And so don't shy away from getting that help and getting that mentorship when there's so many resources available. It just takes an email and a little patience because we are a little busy. But at the end of the day, I haven't ever had somebody that hasn't responded to me, and I've tried to repay that in kind.
So my advice for someone getting into this field would be to be really prepared, because that will help you with your confidence. Don't take shortcuts. You don't have to strive for perfection, but there's some things you shouldn't take a shortcut on. And then you can build the confidence from there and surround yourself with people who will answer your questions. Talk to as many lawyers as you can, not just in your field, but connect with lawyers, talk with lawyers. There's a TikTok that my daughter showed me that is going around that says, "How hard can it be? Boys do it." And I think you should keep that in mind. I think you don't have to be perfect. There's never going to be a perfect time, but just being prepared and doing your homework will give you that confidence you need when you walk into court. And as soon as, we talked a little bit earlier about the bias that we faced, a lot of that was mitigated once people knew I knew what I was talking about. And so that was a big thing that I realized, is that as soon as people realize that you know what you're doing, you did your homework, you didn't just Google the answer, that you'll be in a better position.
Believe in yourself and don't believe in yourself. So don't believe in yourself when you have this imposter syndrome, this part that says, well, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, and so forth. Don't believe all that nonsense, right? You're here, you've made it this far, you're capable. So don't believe in yourself, because all of those doubts have been placed to you inside of you by whatever external factors have placed them there. But believe in yourself, in that you belong, and bring in your bag full of ganas, right? Ganas is that Spanish word for your willingness to come, do the work, prepare, be willing to be the best person in the room, be willing to be the the one that is the most prepared, the smartest one, the one that shows off. So, take the imposter, throw him out, and bring in everything that you have, bring in your bag full of ganas, and show who you are. And the only thing that you can truly, truly control is what you do and what you bring. So my advice to you is there are many things that you can do and cannot do to control the outside. But the one thing that you can do is control yourself. So control yourself. Take out the trash and bring in the good. Be willing to put in the work. Don't think that people are going to hand anything to you. They are not. And trust me, everything that's handed to you has a price. So you might as well just earn it.
One of the other pieces of advice, kind of being and doing this for years, is acknowledge what you don't know. Sometimes you feel as a woman that you have to know everything. If you're in a room full of men or you're in court and you don't know something, that you have to pretend like you know it. I've actually learned more and felt more empowered by acknowledging the fact that I don't know something and then digging into it and learning about it and trying to piece the pieces together. And you'll come out after you acknowledge that you don't know it and then figuring out what the answer is, even more empowered. So that's just something that I've learned along the way.
And I just want to say that working with women, I never fully understood all the struggles and the competing interests that women have to deal with all the time. And I think I've told every person in this room that I am so glad I'm not a woman, because I wouldn't be able to handle it.